Wrestlemania 19. Wrestlemania 19. People say it's my second, and I will probably agree. But I will put this as high as 17. That's for damn sure. You damn right. It just had, like WrestleMania 17, a kind of great production into this show. And of course the opening was fantastic as usual. This was this one this match no, not this match, but this show was really damn good. Really damn good. You consider it the top 3 WrestleMania, and I put it in top 2 over to top 114. So yeah, look at the opening match. You had Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio for the for the Cruiserweight Championship. This was a good match to pump up the crowd like TNA does in the exhibits. Look about for glory. And yeah, Rey Mysterio, this is what I was expecting. When he was the Warrior Champion, being guys like JBL and Randy Orton, even though I like it, but it's really kind of thin. Except for Randy Orton, he could probably make a good. But people like JBL, like Kurt Angle, even though he's very tense, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But this is what I expect because he can work the guys that cannot speak to his in-ring work. That's what I say. Women's title match. Jazz versus Victoria versus Trish Stratus. This match, you can say it's as good as it. Trish right here, she right there, but kinda have it right, kinda. So yeah. Next match will probably another match. The Undertaker versus Bishop and A-Train. I want to talk about the show. I want to talk a bit about the show. Another significant. The sacred feel kind of love that looking. Because this kind of the always does in this year's wrestling. It's a bit outdoor. It's a bit outdoor. Ball, more water. You get stuff like that. So Undertaker versus A-Train. This was a bad match. You can probably say the Taker, Big Man, Boss Man, and so on. This was as bad as the Taker beat Boss Man match. It really was. Really there was. I mean, it was the worst. It kind of had one of the worst matches. But, and yeah. Just a bad man. Even, and remember Jason Jones? How come he ran? Yeah, exactly. So we ran from Wrestlemania 19. By the way, they make it in that he kinda fits into WWE model of attitude, all that. Even though the actor was there. And this show felt like a post attitude. Even though they are main event match, the last 5 minutes, they could have main event issue. And yeah. And this is the first WWE Wrestlemania. So yeah. Next. So triple threat. So we went from Wrestlemania to good, bad to, you can say, another good match in the triple threat WWE Tag Team Championship match between Chris Benoit and Rhino, Los Guerreros, and Team Angle. That match was really damn good. Even though it had this kind of good, man. And this is where should kind of pick it up. And you could probably say it was match of the night. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Man. And this is Shawn Michaels' first match back in Wrestlemania. And you know what happened for D? He had a bad back, and this was his first match back in 5 years. And the big Gaia Gray storyline. Great Jerry was again the first wrestler, I believe, in the build. The wrestler that he ever idolized as a kid was Shawn Michaels. That he wanted to be the net. And Jericho went from being idolized like a kid, to be Joseph. And Michael supplicated Chris Jericho, and he said, "I will see you at Wrestlemania." Yeah. So, Shawn Michaels Chris Jericho. Amazing match. And I don't know if it is. I think kind of like his second best Wrestlemania match. Kind of his second best. You can say it was his best match if it wasn't for a 5 years ago Wrestlemania, which I was talking about. But you can probably say this is Shawn Michaels' second best Wrestlemania. And hell, for that, you could probably say this is Chris Jericho's best match at WrestleMania he ever had. So yeah. World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H and the five-time WCW champion Booker T. If the one thing that I really hate in the world is a question is how Triple H was being born. You can say probably book himself. He dominated. He squashed everybody like, come on. He never wanted a job. Just dumb. The World Championship match, it kinda decent match, but it wasn't even all kinda good. But decent is too good. I have a policy decent man. I love the certain time when Booker T go for a towel and then he overtime himself and then does a kick. And I love that, but terrible finish the way it ran. And then you get Hulk Hogan versus Basement Man in the street fight. You know what? I will probably say this was a good match. Kind of match. Good street fight. And the bill for the match was 20 years in the making. 20 years in the making. So yeah. This was a good man. And I love when Basement Man does like when Hogan does it, Basement Man always has the evil laugh on his. And Roddy Piper was in this match. When they say 20 years, it was felt like because Roddy Piper hates being at home. He hates both. And the one thing that DMA says is that he could have hit Hogan MMA, but he said he hits Hogan himself. That's like, But yeah, Basement Man pins, and then Ho does a usual stuff, wins the match. Shane McMahon wasn't there. It felt random because at that time, Shane McMahon was from being Basement Man's check trainer to have his storylines in Raw in mid to late 2003. And yeah. And there were 3 matches that could have made, that should have been made. That is Hogan vs. McMahon, Angle vs. Lesnar, and the next match that I want to talk about with Kai-Tech Stone Cold vs. Stone Wild. Ain't sure man because maybe it felt like and Austin vs. Rock 3. Great, kind of good to great storyline. It's not a what's name producer bad as there's something. It is simple basic story about how the Rock is jealous of Stone Cold. He can't beat him 3 times. And yeah, that's how the video. And was it their best match? It was nowhere near their 17 match. But it's kind of better than 15 match, but the 15 match. And yeah. So let me down below who you think it was Austin's and Rock's best match of Wrestlemania. I want to really find out. But this was the second best match up to 17. So yeah. I love the kinda interact with the crowd, and they kinda work it well like Rock and Hogan match like that. Rock does really a Stone Cold spin, and will show it to the crowd. What is the hell of a sell? Hell of a sell. So yeah. Hell of a sell. And you know the finish, the Rock wins. Was Kurt Austin won on his last match? You kinda agree, kinda say each other, but the Rock at least this is. So the main event. Paul Lesnar versus Kurt Angle for the WWE show. I know they tried to make the new thing in Poland. But going into this show, this match could have been one of the matches of the night. But I kind of felt like, because Lesnar was like, he didn't know what to do. And The match could have been great if it wasn't for the shooting star Bridge Bosh. And that match kind of felt like in the end it was like but not add to this show because this was a really great match. My next review is Wrestlemania 20. See you for that.